What's up, guys? SARGEPARTY here, and I got a cool video for you guys today. So, first of all, I want to apologize. I know it's been a little bit over a week since I put a video out. I've kind of taken some time to kind of regroup and collect my thoughts and kind of make some decisions on the direction of this channel and kind of some things that I want to do. And so today what I wanted to do is I kind of wanted to break up that monotony of just juice review after juice review. I don't like to bombard people with just juice or just hardware. I like to kind of keep a good mix, which brings me to this. If you are a vendor or a shop or a distributor or whatever, and you would like to send me any hardware, I am accepting hardware. You can email me at sargepartyvapes@gmail.com. Alright, so what we're going to be talking about today is we are going to be talking about advocacy. And the title of the video, as you can see, is Advocacy, the Next Step. And basically, let me take a minute to kind of explain what I'm talking about with that. So, most people, most vapors that get involved with advocacy, they start off by going to CASA.org and Vaping Militia, and they sign up for the calls to action emails for CASA, and they sign their name, they fill them out, they send them in, and they might stop at a CASA or Vaping Militia booth at a convention, and all of these things are very important. All of these things are things that I do. But I get a lot of questions from people about, well, what's kind of the next step? How can I take it to the next level? What are some things that I can do? And so today, this video is going to be about one thing in particular that you can do. I'm going to give you a good template and some examples and some suggestions. So this is going to be a cool video. I encourage you guys to watch this, especially if you're really interested in advocacy. And if you're a vapor, this is a time in our history, this is a time in our culture that you really do need to be concentrating on advocacy. So let's go ahead and get right into it, guys. So, I also want to say this. I know I have a lot of viewers in different countries across the world, and I want to give a big shout out to all you guys. And I'm going to be using examples primarily that apply to government entities within the US, but these same methods of advocacy apply to wherever you're at, whatever country you're in. You're just going to have to use kind of your creativity. Obviously, I don't have enough time or enough knowledge to start naming off all the different branches of government and different government processes in different countries. Alright guys, so I just wanted to throw that out there. So this is what this video is going to be all about. It's going to be about phone calls. Alright, it's time to get on the phone, alright? And I know my generation, the millennials or whatever, we don't tend to get on the phone a whole lot anymore. It's all texting and Facebook messaging, and the phone is still there. We can still use the phone, and it's still a powerful thing. And you got to remember, the people that you're calling are primarily baby boomers and older generations of people that still pick up the phone and call. And I'm actually somebody that I like picking up the phone and calling people. It's more personal to me. And so that applies today in what we're going to be talking about. We're talking about phone calls, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to either go to house.gov or senate.gov. You can also go onto Google and type in United States Senators or United States House of Representative members, and it'll be probably the first link right there on Google. It's going to bring you to a page where they're going to give you all of the House of Representative members or all of the Senate members, their names, their emails, their phone numbers. Let me give you a quick screenshot of what I'm talking about for the House of Representatives. Alright, and here's a screenshot for Senate members. Alright guys, so the information's out there. It's going to give you numbers. Now, I would suggest that you start in the state that you hold residency in. Okay, so for me, I live in Texas. I'm going to start off by calling Senate members in Texas and House of Representative members in Texas. After you go to those sites and after you pick out those Senate members and those House of Representative members, their names and their numbers, you're going to be doing a few things. And again, guys, you don't have to follow this to the T. You can kind of improvise and do what makes you feel comfortable or how you like to do it. But I'm making these videos to kind of give solutions. I don't know about you guys, but I'm tired of people just saying, this is what you need to do, but not giving specifics and not really lending solutions and helping hands on how to go about it. And this is what these videos are for. Okay, so basically what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to compile a list. So me personally, I wrote down all of the House of Representative members for Texas and all of the Senate members for Texas on a list. I wrote their names and I wrote their phone numbers simply. That's it. Now you can do it any way you want. Good old pen and paper. You can take screenshots, whatever works for you guys, okay? Then the next thing that I definitely encourage doing, I encourage either writing it down, typing it up, a basic format that you're going to follow. Things that you want to say, maybe bullet points, maybe paragraph form, maybe word for word. Okay, you want to make sure that you get in all the important details that you want to talk about. And if you guys are like me, sometimes I call girls and I have all these things that I want to say, and then immediately, like when I hear their voice, I kind of freeze up or I forget things. You know, I know you guys have been there, whether you're a girl or a guy, it just happens, right? So when we're calling people in government, we want to be precise. We want to sound intelligent. You know, we want to be articulate. So I encourage writing something down. So what I'm going to be doing right now is I'm going to give you my example of how I've written down how I'm going to talk to these people. Okay, so here is my format. Alright guys, so you're going to take your phone, ring, ring, ring. You're going to get somebody that says, how can I help you? Now, 9 times out of 10, this isn't going to be an actual Senate member or House of Representative member. It's going to be a legal aid, a secretary, a intern, or whatever, okay? But that's fine. And I'll tell you why that's fine. Because we are trying to get our names out there in a positive way as vapors. We're trying to educate anybody that we can about vaping and e-cigarettes, because most people that you meet on the street, they may have heard of e-cigarettes, but they might even have a negative view. They might not be educated as to the fact that they are a way less harmful thing than smoking and tobacco use. Okay, so anybody that we can touch, great. Another thing that you're going to be saying at the end is you're going to leave an open door. So if that senator or that House of Representative member wants to call you back or they have further questions, you're going to give them your information. And we'll go over that here in the format, okay? So again, ring, ring, ring. How can I help you? And you're going to say something like, hey, my name's Zach Sargent. I am a Texas citizen, and I just have something I want to talk to you that's pretty important. And a lot of times you might get, well, I don't have time for that right now, or you'll get, okay, I have a minute. And you're going to say, okay, great. I am calling legislative members in my state of Texas, or whatever state, concerning bills that are currently or will be in the future discussed regarding regulating or banning the use of electronic cigarettes. I just wanted to briefly tell you how much vaping has changed my life. I feel healthier, I look healthier, and flat out know that vaping has been a healthy alternative for me. Without all those harmful chemicals in cigarettes, my life has changed. Alright? Yes, there is nicotine in e-juice, but many studies have shown that at the low levels, it is debatable whether or not it is even harmful. Some may suggest it is even good for you. I would really appreciate it if you, or whoever you represent, would take a closer look at e-cigarettes before you vote for any bill that would involve taxing or extreme regulation or banning. I know that me and my vaping friends are one-issue voters, and for the most part, only vote for candidates that support vaping. Thank you so much for your time and for hearing me out. I would love to give you my contact info if you have any further questions about vaping. Here's my email. Here's my phone number. Please pass this message on to whoever you represent. Okay? Very simple. Okay? Very simple. That maybe took, what, 1.5 minutes, about a minute to talk to these people. Very simple. So, that's my format for calling these people. Take a quick vape with me, guys. So, that was my example. Make it you. Make it personal. Share part of your story if you want to, but keep it nice and brief. Let me give you a few other things to remember when making these calls. First of all, and probably the most important thing, be polite. Realize that you're representing the vape community when you're making these calls, and swearing or cussing or anger is not going to get you anywhere. A lot of these people may have never even talked to a e-cigarette user or a vapor in their lives. So keep that in mind and always be kind and courteous. Use your manners, alright? Also, just keep in mind, you're gonna get rejected. Okay, it's gonna be like a middle school dance, alright? She's not gonna want to dance with you. You're gonna get shut down, alright? A lot of times you will. A lot of times you might not even get somebody. Just keep moving through your list, make notes that you need to come back and talk to this person. Maybe you're gonna want to follow up. Okay, that's another thing. Follow up on your calls. If somebody seems very receptive, call them back. Also, guys, you may kind of feel like this is a very small thing. You may feel like this is a battle that it's not for you and let's leave it to Kasa and other vapors. Guys, that's not right. Okay, that's not the attitude to have. We all have to do our part, including me, including you, and including everybody else, your friends. Let them know. Okay, share this video with them too. If they have questions about what else they can do, share this video with them. Also, just feel good in knowing that you're giving something to this community, that you're helping out. It may feel small, but trust me guys, you never know who you're going to impact. I know me personally, as I've told you guys before, I'm in recovery. And a lot of times I share my testimony and I share my story with other people who are struggling. And you never know who you're going to touch. You never know who you are going to impact. And so always just remember that, and always just know that you're doing something good and it's much appreciated. The last thing is treat it like a sales call. Okay? Set goals and quotas and just stick to it. Alright? If you have that 1 call a day goal, stick to it. And set some boundaries and set some limitations and just treat it like a strict sales call and just feel good knowing that every day you are doing something for vaping. And that's what it's all about. As I've said before, we are living in the vaping Wild West, and we gotta fight, alright? We gotta bring out the guns, figuratively, right? And we gotta fight for our rights. So guys, there's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I maybe inspired you or gave you some ideas of things that you can do. Be creative, have fun with it. Listen, it may or may not make a big impact, okay? But I can guarantee you something. I feel good at night, laying my head on the pillow, knowing that I did something for the vape community, okay? And I go to bed every day knowing that I called at least one person. I did something to better myself and to better this community. That is what it's all about. If you have any questions, hit me up, SARGEPARTYVAPES@gmail.com. Share this video with your friends. Let me know what you think. Comment, like, subscribe. You guys know the deal. I appreciate you guys watching this video. There's going to be vlogs coming. There's going to be reviews coming. There's going to be coil building. There's going to be a lot of stuff coming. This is a new channel, and I am growing thanks to you guys, and I really do appreciate your time taking out of your day to watch me talk about some things. I really do appreciate it. Again, hit me up, and as always, guys, much love. Peace out. God bless. Keep your cotton wet. Sarge Party.